Are you working yet? Hey there. You probably just watched a clip, or maybe, you know, about the truck the day it got pulled out. Well, a few days have gone by. That was Saturday morning. This is now Wednesday. What is it? Wednesday afternoon, evening. As usual, I got a lot to get done and not much time to do it because it's late and daylight savings time happened Sunday, and there's the wrecker amphibious driver. And we're here at the yard where this thing has been sitting with the windows down, dead battery, you know, don't know. We don't know a lot. And the insurance is kind of, they want to know things. They want to know, can they haul it somewhere else because this place charges storage, yada, yada, yada. So I want to know, before they haul it off somewhere where it's a pain in the butt to get to, is there water in there? Does the engine roll over? Is it worth saving? Because if it's not disabled by the water damage, the body damage is actually kind of minimal. And yeah, so it's a fact-finding mission. First thing we're going to do is get the spark plugs out, check the radiator, you know, just physical examination of all the fluid circulating things. Make sure, see if the oil level's high. You know, if water got in the crankcase, oil level's high. Yeah, pull the plugs, rotate the engine, go from there. And I'm probably, because I don't have much time, the audio is not going to be great, it's windy out, we're just going to skip ahead, and I'll try to remember to grab you and bring you back in. Hopefully I do. Okay, quick change of plans. I walked over here to pop the hood and just, I mean, we can be keeping goldfish in the door pocket. That holds water well, so that's fine.
They're tight.
The water line
was up here
over the door. So yeah, smells like when I was a kid and we'd go down to the creek and stomp around in the mucky mud.
Found the water line. You can see the oil on the door, on the window.
Yeah, we got mud. Yeah, clearly. Anyway, you know, when mud water gets into everything,
you get mud.
But you know, we got water still in the cup holders. But I'm surprised the foam in the seat isn't making squishy noises. So,
that's in there.
Don't worry about that. Pop the hood. Now that this
that smells like shit.
No, this has had time to dry out a little.
Step number one to be taking that off, I do believe.
Yeah, step number one, we're gonna pull this and probably this and try
to. Says my filter's good.
See if we can see. Holy cow! Yeah, this is crazy.
I like this right here. That's
the overall end goal is to drive this about 5 miles down to.
Oh, I don't like that.
Another parking place.
There is about a pound of mud right behind my coolant line.
Yeah, so let me take some more time to do some looking. There's a lot of sand in this mud.
Oh, yeah,
do some more looking, figure out just, you know.
It'd be nice if we had something like, you know, air hose.
If we got anything going for us. Is anything gonna go our way? And which way is our way anyway? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's the air cleaner box. But luckily the filter stayed intact, so I think any water that got up in the intake, you know, at least it wasn't sand and mud. That's the old filter. Caught it. So that's good. Mass airflow sensor's still wet, so that's probably junk. But I want to show you this real quick. This is our oil level. It's about here.
Dead fish in here.
And our oil level is supposed to be, oh, back there where the dots are, the holes. And so
should have brought my electric ratchet.
We got probably about to, yeah, we're picking up oil level about the top of the cylinder travel. So definitely before we spin test it, we're going to drop the oil out, aka the water.
Oh, that looks tasty.
Just, yeah, you can throw that in the bed. That bolt's retained in there, right? Yeah. So I wanted him to take that off so I could clean out around here before I pop this loose.
We got a high ridge line looking at us. Big word over.
They can look all they want. I don't charge for that. Got my portable air compressor. My chest. Oh yeah, I mean, a guy with OCD.
Should have brought air hose.
Well, I did.
Well, other than your ones.
But I needed electric for it. I should have brought the ridge line. I could have plugged it into the bed socket. And it would have probably burned out the motor for not having enough voltage, but that's fine.
I need a good motor detail.
Here's what I don't understand. Power steering fluid, well, apparently that's watertight. The level's still the same. What about brake juice?
What the fella could do is open this and see if it tries to overflow on him.
Brake juice.
Oh good, it's full.
Is exactly where it was before, so that was watertight enough. Of course, it was just barely underwater. There's the water line right there. Or at least one of the water lines.
This wasn't underwater.
The coolant is still good. It doesn't appear that we broke into the radiator. I mean, it got a lot of intrusion right dead center, but not enough to get even to the transcooler. Don't look like. Oh, or maybe did it? Where are those lines going? I might have to look right here. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I think we got super lucky there. Super lucky. Well, there's your airbag sensor. I don't know why the airbags didn't go when you hit that. That's a good dent in the front bumper. But the transcooler lines are running offset from the big dent.
What's nice is and then through the filtre, would have to make it through the sound deadening chambers and overfill that first.
Yeah. Oh lordy.
Actually, there's no straight pipe here.
I'm having a hard time walking. Yeah, so next I'm going to pull this off. We'll see if any water is in the intake that we can see.
What happens if you push that?
So, there's our throttle plate. I don't know, there's a layer of zooplankton or something. Yeah, there's oil coming out. So, yeah, the engine is full of water. To the point that the cylinders are full of water. And oh, that's heavy because it's
full of water.
Full of water.
You can hear it.
So, completely full of water. Lordy, my drain pan is probably not going to be big enough, so we're going to try to just divert the water until the oil starts coming out. I'm not saying try this at home, but hang on, let's go see what we got.
It doesn't overflow now. Onto the gravel. It's a real nice number to it. Oh, it's big. Professional.
Apparently you're not supposed to park in water.
Apparently.
Straight water.
That's some good shit there. You getting some eggs here over there?
Yeah, I'm getting it all over my camera and my face. Hey. Just had an oil change.
Less than 1,000 miles ago.
1,000 miles maybe?
What's that?
Ain't even oil yet.
Wonder if I can return it. Get new oil. Stuff is full of water up there.
Yeah, you should go back to Walmart and complain their oil's full of water. Super Tech oil is no good.
Get my money back.
I don't know if there's any oil in this thing. Better look at this here.
That's some quality oil.
Look at this
right there.
nice river water.
That looks exactly like the slough it came out of.
It's amazing.
I think I displaced all the water, all the oil with the water.
I'm starting to think you might have killed the environment. It was only in the water for what, 8 hours?
Just getting up this one up there. Just gonna crawl onto the roof and go out to bed. The bed is still on there. No, not really. Just kind of sitting
It was near land.
there.
Oh, finally got some oil. It's creamy goodness. Starting to wish I would have brought an oil filter, but I don't think water would have got into that. I could be wrong. Hey Jake, did you check the transmission level?
Yeah, it was fine.
It's not super full like the oil?
I don't believe it.
As long as it didn't get up past the dipstick tube, it should be fine.
Well, that dipstick too, I do believe was, you can see the water line, it's right at it.
Well, it should be sealed anyway. It should have rubber on it.
Yeah.
It has the lockdown on it.
Yeah, as long as it was locked, it should be.
Yeah, because I don't think the transmission vent would have been in the water. $92,000 miles on an 03 and the kid parks it in the pond.
Started taking fishing.
Oh, I saved
Or
it.
hitting a fish.
I saved the duck spot. Nobody was getting my spot.
He took his Chevy to the levee and the levee weren't dry.
I was making sure nobody got that fill at BK.
Yeah, he did that. Nobody hunted there that day.
Well, if they did, then I got the best blind around. Oh, the interior was blind.
I imagine it wasn't so cozy though.
Oh, look
Probably a
at
little wet.
that. Waders.
Yeah, the oil coming out of the filter is beautiful.
Is it?
Well, it's black, but you know,
It's not water.
it's not
At this
milkshake.
point in time, I would take the black.
Yeah, it's not milky shaky. It's good. I like that. I might just tighten it back up and call it good. I had a feeling that it shouldn't have got water in it.
I think the bed's perfect. Oh, look.
Underneath the camera. No, I did. That's a lot of footage of dripping oil. It's your mouth.
What?
I Watch your mouth.
I'm good.
Look at that beautiful ooze coming out of that drain plug. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Well, we're losing daylight behind the barn over there. I'll give you a little up to date. We had water coming out of everything. This completely was full of water. Each spark plug that pulled out, water came out. Water was running out of the intake. The drain plug is still out of the oil right now. It's still oozing what you just saw. But I did go ahead and stick the old everything tool. Put the old everything tool on the old fan shaft nut and got her to turn. I don't know how many times. Lost track, probably 16 revolutions more than I needed. But we got little geysers of water out of every one. And Jake said, you know, maybe we could kick the starter over before we put plugs back in. And that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, I've been watching some videos.
So that's what we're gonna do. Wish I'd have brought some picks to get all that crap out of there.
You did.
Somebody who's OCD could go crazy on that. And I'm gonna ease that truck closer to here so the jumper cables will work. I guess I could see. I don't know. I don't know if they'll.
You did.
I got some crappy. Oh, good. Well, you could pick on the. Don't get into the windings, you know. Just kind of clear the air vents so that you can see just real delicately. And yeah, we'll get positioned to get jumper cables over here, and then we'll see what, you know. Oh, do we have a fire extinguisher around?
They do.
Oh, I hope somebody does. Well, the wipers don't want to be off. Go ahead and spin the starter. Oh, we got sparkles flying around. It's got sparkles. If the fuel pump's going, we ought to be able to start it. This ain't Jake's first time at the rodeo, he says.
I don't know.
And he's going to the rodeo. He's not too far from it. Anyway, we're talking about the truck. I don't think I filmed it. Jake filmed it maybe on his phone, but we hooked the jumper cables up, and did I tell you? I don't know. I've lost track. I'm trying to frantically in a hurry because look, the sun's gone down. The guy has shut his doors and gone home for the night. Anyway, we spun it on the starter. Success. Spun great. Sparkles were flying out of the sparkle wires, and I smelled gas. So the fuel was injectolating into the intake. And so all signs are that this thing should start. Now, will it run right? Who knows? And when we had her hooked up to the jumps before the battery went dead again, for some reason the four-way flashers wanted to stay on, and the windshield wipers have a natural tendency, a preference, I guess you could say, to being on an intermittent mode. No headlights, no taillights. Probably some blown fuses, who knows, mud in the fuse panels. They gotta probably get taken out and gone through and da. Who has time for all this? Not this guy, but maybe that guy.
Oh, this guy?
He's got time to do all this. Anyway, so far everything's looking good. I mean, you know, 37 gallons of water. We still got the drain plug out at the bottom. We can't forget that. Got to put the drain plug back in. Got to put some oil in it. Probably throw the intake with the new air filter back on there. Ignore all the mud down in the filter box. It's fine. And yeah, all signs are pointing to this thing will be running tonight. Unfortunately, though, it's not leaving here tonight because the guy that owns the place already left for the night, and I'm not allowed to take it without paying him. So if I pay him, the insurance has to reimburse me. So we're just gonna let the insurance pay him, and I'll come and get it Friday, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Probably Friday. Can't use all my vacation time for this. So I like the custom back window on this carcass here. It's real nice. I like it. There's some pieces missing on this here F450. Anyway, don't get distracted. You don't need to buy nothing today. All right, well, the very gracious, very nice folks here at the tow yard have informed us that time's up for today. They gotta lock the place up, and since I'm not coughing up the money, and there's other vehicles in this yard too, so they gotta lock it. So we gotta go. Hope I'm not getting wind noise, probably am, but it's been a victory. We've got oil back in the engine, and yeah, things are looking all right so far. Some minor electrical things we're gonna have to work through as we get to them, but overall I would say it's a success. So we'll check back in when we come back either tomorrow or Friday. See ya.